Heroes in action, jumping into ice-cold water to rescue a driver.
Their quick thinking, likely the difference between life and death for the man who drove into a pond.
7 News Detroit reporter Darren Cunningham met with Clinton Township police officers who say they were just doing their job.
New Year's Eve, just before 2 a.m., Clinton Township police officers rushed to the Harbours apartment complex. The emergency, a man drove into a retention pond.
Here, take this. Take my watch.
Officers yelled for the driver to climb out, but he wouldn't. Sergeant Ryan Bates says there was no time to spare, so he took off his gear and swam to the vehicle in an area estimated to be 10 to 12 feet deep.
By the time I got to the car, that window was almost completely underwater. So before the window went completely under, I reached in through the window, got a hold of him, tried to pull him out, and initially kind of resisted because he was trying to stay where it was safe in the air pocket. And I ended up having to pull him underwater and out through the window.
Bates says he took with him 2 tools that the department placed in all patrol vehicles because of another incident about 2 years ago, a life vest and a rope.
Without that, I don't know that I'd have had the confidence to go in, and I don't know if I would have been able to make it back.
He says he placed the vest around the driver and yelled for his platoon to go ahead and pull the rope, pulling him and the driver back to safety.
Pull, pull. It was definitely a team effort, so I definitely want to make sure they get all the credit that they're due. It wasn't just me.
He credits Officer Celeste Smith for being first on scene and coordinating where officers needed to go, while Officers Gabrielle Mason and Preston Q and Sergeant John Keene all assisted by using the rope to pull the men to shore.
Is there anybody else in the car? It's just you. All right.
Despite praise received on the department's Facebook post for their heroic actions, the officers say they don't consider themselves heroes.
We just did our job and then we were right back to work, like Sergeant Bates said. Just like an interesting thing that happened during the day, and then we moved on.
You may be wondering how the man got into the retention pond in the first place. We're told it is an open investigation. In Clinton Township, Darren Cunningham, 7 News Detroit.